Okay, so this is an introduction to the IELTS writing section. There are actually two different tests for the IELTS. There's the IELTS Academic and the IELTS General Training. So for some parts of the test, they are identical, and for other parts of the test, they are different. In this case, the writing section, for writing task 1, it is different for the academic and different for the general training. So for the IELTS academic test, you must describe, explain, or summarize a graph, table, chart, or diagram, or sometimes a combination. And then for the second part, it's an essay responding to a prompt. Okay. IELTS general training is writing a letter for writing task 1, and writing task 2 is also an essay responding to a prompt. The timing is the same for both tests, so you have 1 hour to complete your writing test. You need to manage your own time. It is recommended you spend 20 minutes on task 1 and 40 minutes on task 2. So give yourself time, about 5 minutes for each task, to review your writing as well. Okay, so the IELTS writing section assesses your ability to write an appropriate response, how you organize your ideas, and how you use vocabulary and grammar appropriately and diversely. So writing task 2 is worth twice as much as writing task 1. For both tasks, you are scored on 4 categories: task achievement, coherence and cohesion, which means accuracy, organization, and flow of your writing; lexical resource, this is vocabulary and phrasing; and grammatical range and accuracy, is the grammar and diversity in language. Okay, so for the general test, for writing task 1, you will be given a situation in which you need to respond to in writing. This may be a formal, semi-formal, or informal response. It will depend on the situation. For writing task 2, you will be given an essay prompt, and you will need to present your point of view to the argument or problem. Okay, for the academic test, writing task 1 is different. You will be given a graph, chart, diagram, or table, and possibly a combination of 2. You will need to possibly summarize, explain, or describe the information. Okay, and then writing task 2 is the same, so you'll be given an essay prompt, and you will need to present your point of view to the argument or problem. Okay, so let's look at the general training task 1. So there are different types of emails or letters, and you will need to respond to this situation. So it could be formal, semi-formal, or informal. Okay, so formal letters are very professional. You may use a formal letter to find out information about a job or a school you would like to attend. You will need to use more formal language in your response. So an example of a formal letter may be written to a company inquiring or asking about more information about the position they are hiring for. Okay, so semi-formal letters are usually used in most situations. They're not as formal as a writing to a job or school, and not as informal as a letter to a friend. We might use these for the first time you are writing to someone. So a possible scenario for a semi-formal letter may be to write a company asking information about a product you want to buy. Okay, finally, informal letters are also personal letters. They are usually written to a friend or an old acquaintance. An example of an informal letter may be a letter telling your friend you are planning to visit them in their new home. Okay, so now let's look at the IELTS academic training task 1. So there's charts, diagrams, graphs, tables, or a combination. Okay, so first we have a chart. These are just very simple examples to show you what it might look like. So there are different types of charts. This example is a pie chart. You can also find a bar chart, a line chart, or other types of less common charts on the exam. A chart uses numbers and visual representations to express data. Okay, this is a diagram. This diagram is showing the structure of a company. Diagrams show a visual representation of structure, appearances, or how something works, or how something can be used to explain other things. Okay, a graph. A line graph often overlaps with a line chart. So it displays the date by using markers, usually represented by different periods of time. There are also other ways to represent these markers as well. Okay, the next one is a table. A table lists a series of data and presents information. It is arranged in cells or the boxes to better read the information. Okay, so for writing task 2, it is the same for both the academic and the general. For writing task 2, you will be asked to give your opinion about something, address a problem, or discuss an issue. So you will receive an essay prompt, and you will need to write a 250-word essay response that includes an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. Okay, later on we will look at specific examples, but in general, the introduction, body, and conclusion is very similar in each essay. So the strategies and techniques you use in writing an essay are the same no matter the type of essay. Okay, so we'll look at specific examples later and see exactly how they are different. Okay, so that's it for the introduction to the writing. If you want to receive feedback on a practice test, you can check out the link below. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive future videos as well. And please share this video as well so other students can also benefit from the things we are doing at SE Tests. So we have a lot of great challenges, and we will continue with this writing challenge for now. Okay, thank you.